Welcome to Island Vibe Cooking with me, Rose. Today, I am going to show you guys how to make the most fluffy, pillowy, baked twice loaded baked potato. First thing we have to do is preheat the oven on 375. While that is preheating, we're going to be working on our potatoes. I have two medium-sized russet potatoes here. I am going to use a fork to poke some hole on them so they don't explode in the oven. Very lightly, just like this. And make sure you wash your potatoes, scrub them really good before you start doing this. Once I'm done, I am going to drizzle some olive oil just to coat the potatoes with the olive oil. Rub that in just like this. And this is going to prevent the potato from wrinkling. You know how you bake potato, it's just the skin look very wrinkled, and yeah, this is what's going to help it. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt on there. It doesn't really matter. Flip over. Then you're going to wrap your potatoes into the foil. Just like this. Just roll it in there. Make sure it's nice and tight. That will help it cook faster in the oven. Next, we're going to place it into our baking dish. We're going to bake this for about an hour. So let's place it in the oven. We're going to let that bake for about an hour. If by 1 hour it's a little bit under, you can let it cook for another 30 minutes. While the potatoes are baking, we're going to be working on the sauce. So I'm making a nice creamy sauce. I have about 6 strips of bacon here. I am going to cook in this skillet here. We're going to cook the bacon until it's nice and crispy. Now we just have to flip them over. Make sure it's nice and crispy on both sides. The bacon is nice and crispy. I am going to remove it, set it here on this bowl. We are going to be using the bacon fat as well, so try your best to keep all the fat in here. In the same skillet, I am going to be adding a little bit of bell peppers, chopped onions. We're going to fry that until translucent. Now I'm going to add about a teaspoon of minced garlic in here. I'm going to cook that until fragrance. I'm going to add a little bit of butter, about 1 tablespoon unsalted butter. Once your onions are nice and translucent and you can smell the garlic, it's time to pour your heavy whipping cream. I'm going to pour that in. This is about 1/2 cup. Now, we are going to season this. So I'm going to be using about a teaspoon of Creole seasoning. We're going to add some fresh parsley in there. Mix it up together. And also, we're going to be adding a little bit of cheese. I have cheddar cheese here, maybe a handful in here. Give it a mix until it's nice and cheesy. It's smelling amazing right now. And once it's done, this is the consistency we're looking for. Nice and creamy and cheesy. At this point, you can set that aside. We're going to grab the potatoes and we can mix everything together. The potatoes are ready. It's time to take them out. It is very, very hot. We're going to remove the potatoes from the foil. Okay, just like that. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to cut right on top of the potatoes, just like that. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. And now you're going to grab yourself a spoon and scoop out the potatoes flesh and just place it to your bowl. Just like that. Now we're going to do the other one, just like that. I love fluffy, pillowy potatoes. Okay, now I have all the potatoes in here. I'm going to break it. Now, you are going to grab the cream sauce that you did, pour some of that into your potato, just a little bit. Then you're going to add a little bit of cheese. Also, we have some butter. Nothing's better than some buttery potatoes. Add that in there with a little bit of salt and pepper, not too much, just a sprinkle of that. Then we're going to mix that together. Then you're going to mix that together just like so. It's basically like a mashed potato, like a 10 times better mashed potatoes, okay? Mix it together just like so. Once everything is well combined, you are going to take all of this and place it back to your potato shell. Now, once you add your first scoop of the potato, you are going to add some of that cream sauce. Next, you're going to add some cheese on top. Then you're going to go back and add some more potato. Okay, just like that. And if you can, try to stuff it in. Stuff potatoes, remember? Stuff that in. Going to add it to the next one. Add some of that cream sauce on top. Some cheese. And then you are going to add some more of that potato. Ooh, it's going to be so good. Then I'm going to add some more. Let me add some more of the cheese. It's going to be cheesy, creamy, super flavorful. I'm going to add some of that cream sauce on top. A little bit more on top of this one. You're going to add some bacon. Oh, you know this is about to be good. Bacon. And some cheese, lightly. Then you can add some chive or scallion on top. Then we're going to bake this again. We're going to bake this for another 15 minutes or until the cheese is nice and melted. Our potatoes are ready. It's nice and hot. It's smelling amazing. And it's cheesy. Oh, it's everything, okay? The aroma of this potato is crazy. And let me tell you, I can't wait to try this. And now I finally get to try it. It's so cheesy. It's so creamy and cheesy at the same time. Oh my, let's give it a try. Oh. Potato is just so creamy, melts in your mouth. It's so good. Wow. This is a must try. Must try. That creamy sauce really sets the whole dish together, okay? So flavorful. Another try. You got to try this. So good. What's good about this recipe? You can customize it. You can make it with chicken or shrimp. It's so good. Hopefully you can try it for your family very soon. Coming up, I'm going to show you guys how to make the most delicious honey sriracha wings. Stay tuned.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin.
I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
Tell boy terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you know this?
Because I speak English. Proxy.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then something happened.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slaves, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox.
My mom wanted my life to be better than what she had as a kid. When I became a mom myself, I feel like my whole world changed. You don't have to be a climate scientist to want to protect the earth. You always want the next generation to have something better than what you had.
Today, I am going to be making my favorite wings at the moment. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make honey sriracha wings. We have about 2 pounds of chicken wings here, nice and clean, but I wanted to save where I'm cutting the tip on camera for you guys. So I'm going to cut the tip. These, I don't normally like cooking them. Now let me know down below if you guys like the tip as well. To me, it's like there's literally no meat in there, so I just cut them in 2 pieces, just like so. And cutting it is pretty easy. You're just trying to find the cartilage after you cut this, and make sure you use the sharp scissors, obviously. But after you cut this part right here, you can kind of like break this if you like, so you can find the right part to cut it, just like that. It's that easy. So I'm going to finish cutting all of them, and then I'll show you guys what to do with them next. So once you have the chicken wings nice and cut, you are going to pat it dry with a napkin. Remember, this is wet. You don't want any water. That is going to rinse off your seasoning. So I'm going to quickly pat it dry. Grab my oil and pour a little bit of, just drizzle a little bit of oil on there. Then mix it up together. The seasoning I'm using to season today is 1 tablespoon each. Onion and garlic powder, paprika, ground black pepper. You cannot forget about the Creole seasoning and a little bit of Italian seasoning. You can use parsley as well. So I'm going to mix it together. I like mixing my seasoning. So I'm going to mix the seasoning together. I do like to mix it before I pour it in. I even like to give it a little bit of taste, because, you know, that's how I know, because once it's done, it goes on the chicken, I can't taste it anymore. So mix it up, and then we are going to generously sprinkle that on the chicken. It's going to look a little over seasoned, but that's what we want, because once you put it in the air fryer, if I didn't mention, we are using the air fryer today. You can put this in the oven as well, but the air fryer is what we're using today. But once you put it in there, you might lose some of the seasoning, so keep that in mind. Now that we're done seasoning the chicken, it's time to place it in the air fryer. I'm going to be using a little bit of cooking spray to spray the air fryer, even though this is kind of non-stick, but I don't know, I'll just spray it on here. And I'm going to place my chicken right in there. Now this air fryer it's pretty spacious, as you can see. It works really, really good. Love using it. I'm going to make sure I give them some space, not put them too close to each other so they can be a little bit crispy, you know. If you're interested on this air fryer, if you want to use it, I recommend it. It's spacious, it works well. It's an air fryer, it's a oven at the same time. It works really, really good. And as they cook, they are going to shrink a little. So even if you don't give them some space, they will shrink up a little bit and you'll have more space. I'm going to cook this for about 15 minutes on 400. Let's push this in, close it, turn it on for about 15 minutes on 400. So yeah, we'll be back. Time to flip the chicken over. It's been 15 minutes so far. They look good. They look absolutely golden. Let's flip it over. And it's good to use a rack like this where the sauce can just go at the bottom and the chicken is not just sitting in the sauce. It's gonna be soggy and not crispy. So let's just flip them over just like so. Now I can just put it back. I'm going to push it back in there. We're going to let this cook for another 15 minutes on 400. All right, guys, the chicken is ready. It's smelling amazing up in here. I had to let it go a little bit longer, just how I like it. Okay, so about like 35, 40 minutes. So I'm going to transfer these to a bowl. Just going to place them in here. They are crispy, some of them, especially the flats. Let me know down below which one you guys like better, the drums or the flat. To me, it's just more seasoned, more flavorful. But of course, let me know what you guys like better in the comment section. Oh, it smells so good. And I can just take a bite right now. My mouth is watering. All right, you hear that? Crunchy and crispy. Now, this sauce right here is my favorite sauce at the moment. Love this sauce. We are about to make some honey sriracha sauce for the wings. So first thing first, I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter to your skillet. All right, once you have your butter nice and melted, you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of honey. Pour that in just like that. And also, I have some sriracha sauce here. Now, when making the sauce, it's up to you. If you like it more sweet, add a little bit more honey. If you like it spicy, you know, more spicy than sweet, add more of the sriracha sauce. Me, this is how I like it. A little bit of honey with a kick. So it's like a sweet and sour sauce. And guys, this is the sauce. It's that easy to put together. You can jazz it up, add some parsley, some garlic if you like, you know. But this is it right here. And we ready to pour this over our wings. And now we're going to pour it all over our wings. You can smell that kick, the vinegar from the sriracha sauce. I can smell it already. Oof, oof, oof. Now, guess what we're doing? We're going to give that a toss, okay? Make sure the chicken is well coated with the sauce. And we are ready to plate. I can't wait to try this. This is slowly becoming my new favorite sauce. You have to try it to understand what I'm talking about, okay? Let's give it a try. Of course, I'm gonna try a flat because flat is one of my favorite part of the wing. So let's give this a try. Just perfect. The sauce, to die for. The chicken is so well seasoned. So well seasoned. You know how you buy chicken, I don't know, from wherever. It's just the sauce you taste. You don't really taste the chicken, like the flavor in the chicken. This is not it, okay? The chicken is tasty. The sauce makes it 10 times better. This right here is a 10-10. If you're a wings lover, it's so quick to put together. Like I said, you're going to enjoy this. Up next, I'm going to show you guys how to make the most delicious garlic butter shrimp. We'll be back.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin.
I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
To avoid terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you know this?
Because I speak English. Proxy.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
Welcome inside the black box.
So you guys ready to have some fun?
Forget the acting studio. I'm here with you guys.
Creativity will find its way. It doesn't matter what the ethnicity is.
Television and movies are the mediums of stereotypes.
Just because we all have the same color don't mean we have the same experience.
Your uniqueness is your greatness.
Welcome inside the black box.
Every Monday on Fox Soul.
We are about to make the most delicious garlic butter shrimp that can be done in less than 20 minutes. So easy, yet so amazing. Let's go. I have about 16 ounces of large, clean and deveined shrimp here. I have my seasoning here. I am going to drizzle some olive oil, about half a tablespoon. Then I'm going to mix that up with my hand. Make sure it's well coated with the oil. And the seasoning I have here is about a teaspoon each. So I have lemon pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, a little bit of dry parsley. I'm going to sprinkle that all over the shrimp. Give that a mix. All right, mix it up together just like that. This recipe is extremely easy. Can be done in 15 minutes, honestly. It's time to cook the shrimp. Now, I have a skillet on medium-high heat. I am going to drizzle some olive oil on here, about 2 tablespoons. Once you have that nice and coated on your skillet, make sure it's medium-high heat. I'm going to cook the shrimp for about 2 minutes per side or until they're nice and pink, okay? So let's place them right in here. Can go like this. You can just pour it in there, but let's just pour it in there. That way they all can cook at the same time. And you can smell the seasoning already. It smells amazing. Now, shrimp can be overcooked very easily. So when I said 2 minutes, it depends on the size of your shrimp. If you have large or jumbo shrimp, it might take a little bit longer. If you have regular sized shrimp, about 1 to 2 minutes, you should flip it over because it cooks pretty fast. Not sure if you ever ate any overcooked shrimp. It's rubbery. It's not pleasant to really eat. So we're trying to go for a nice, perfectly cooked shrimp. So I think they are ready to flip over. I'm going to slowly or quickly flip them over. The smell is to die for, as always. Smelling amazing. I love shrimp. So yeah, I love me some garlic shrimp. All right, now we can remove our shrimp. They're nice and cooked and smelling amazing. Another way for you to know if your shrimp is cooked, you can see how they curl up like that. That means they are ready, okay? I'm going to remove them. Tell me, where have you seen a garlic shrimp done this way before? Especially not in the restaurant, okay? This is homemade and it's a lot better than restaurant style. I have about 1 stick of unsalted butter here. I'm going to pour that right in. Going to allow that to melt. Once that is nice and melted, I have about 3 cloves of minced garlic here that I'm going to add in. Now this is freshly chopped garlic, so we can have a bold flavor of the garlic, very heavy, very garlicky. I'm going to add that in. Once it starts fragrancing, I am going to use a little bit of lemon juice in there. I'm going to squeeze in some lemon juice. That is going to add a nice kick in here also. It's going to deglaze the bottom of the pan for me. As you can see, it's deglazing the bottom of the pan for me. Then I am also going to be adding in my shrimp. It's smelling amazing. Pour that in. It smells so good. Now that looks good, okay? You can tell this is about to be extremely delicious. I'm going to add some fresh parsley on top, then mix it up. At this point, it is ready to be served. How quick and delicious that is. Super simple, super easy. Garlic butter shrimp. I'm going to pour that sauce all over, and there you have it. Now it's time to try the shrimp. I've been waiting for this the whole time. It smells amazing. The aroma is just crazy in here. There's something about lemon. Whenever I'm making any seafood, the lemons just make my mouth water. So let's give this shrimp a try. Going to get some butter in there. And of course, I gotta squeeze the lemon juice on there and give it a try. Oh. So good. How something so simple is so delicious. Buttery, garlicky, so flavorful. The shrimp is perfectly cooked. Amazing, okay? This is another 10-10 recipe. Don't forget, if you want all of these amazing recipes, you can head over to my Facebook, Island Vibe Cooking. That's where you will find all of these amazing recipes. And also you can follow me on all of my social network, YouTube and Instagram, Island Vibe Cooking. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next recipe. Bye guys.